22 years old, nicknamed Rog for obvious reasons after a certain James Bond actor. Highest game 25 times he's hit the 300 and an 857 high series 3-game score. There's his Webber Cup record there, 21 wins from 245 league average, and there you see 3 wins and 10 defeats in the Webber singles, a Baker and a doubles. So Paul Moor, the left-hander, gets us underway, finds the pocket and starts with a strike.
Perfect start for the left-hander. All things been equal, Paul playing out there totally on the left-hand side of the lane. And the left hand in the tournament. Pete will have the right-hand side of the lane exclusively to himself.
Somebody needs to step up for Team USA at the moment.
Well, as I said, it would be great if it's Pete and he can shoot a really big game. Let everybody on television have the opportunity to see how good this man really is.
Can he respond to Moor's strike? Yes, he can. Perfect start from both players.
Yeah, great looking shot, Peter. Well done. Just the way to start. Nice slow ball speed. It's absolutely perfect in the pocket and absolutely rips the rack. Gives the American supporters something to shout about. But it's early days, just one frame down.
Shot of 226 against Chris Barnes in his first singles from the first session. And he's left a nasty looking split there, Moor.
Yeah, the 4-6 and the 10-pin for a ball that just broke much too early. His speed was down and he was just inside his mark and it really didn't hang on. He's asking it to hang in that 1-2 pocket. It's gone through the face of the hairpin and left us. Having been European champion 3 years in a row, from 2004 to 2006. Can only take 2 pins away, and that's the first open frame of this particular match.
And a chance for Pete Webber to take advantage.
Well, if anybody knows exactly what they need to do now, it's Pete Webber, the man that holds the unique PBA record of averaging 254 over 24 games. In an event way back in America, and that still is a record in the USA. 254 average for 24 games, how about that? And that was just fantastic to watch. Go, Peter. Oh,
no.
Dear, oh dear,
Wow.
How about that?
This is probably going to be an open frame as well for Pete Webber.
Well, amazingly, it was almost perfect in the pocket, just a fraction high. Pete's looking for 10. Dear, oh dear, look at those eyes burning down, and the disappointment that's now going to show. Well, it's open frame time. How unfortunate that was.
It just builds the confidence of Team Europe. Strike for Moor.
Yeah, Wayne, you're quite right. Team Europe, when they make an error, are not being punished by the Americans. And so, as you say, they're actually getting away with it and then regrouping like Paul has just done.
On the back of Moor's strike.
Yeah, what Moor does, Webber must do.
PBA Hall of Famer Pete Webber. And he's left up the 10-pin.
Well, that's the pin that has caused so many problems for Pete Webber over the years in this tournament. Perfectly great looking shot in the 1-3 pocket. Well, these pins, they're not brand new pins, which could cause a problem, but these are the pins that were played with last year in this tournament, and since last year they've been in storage, so they haven't been used, so there's not an awful lot of number of games bowled with these pins, so in theory they're reasonably new.
And gets it. Third strike of the game, a double for Paul Moor. Over again to Pete Webber now.
Yeah, great looking shot from Paul. Down the left-hand side, he keeps it hard, keeps it straight, lets the ball react with the lane. Right into the 1-2 pocket.
Open frame and a spare since a strike in the first frame. And he gets it, just when he needed it.
Yeah, great looking shot from the man with the reputation for being a bit fiery.
Third on the all-time PBA Tour titles list. Another strike for Moor. 3 in a row.
And Europe are starting to turn the screw. We're at the halfway stage and Paul Moor's hit 4 strikes.
And the bigger this league gets, the more relaxed you can see facially the European players. Palermo and Koivuniemen sat down there looking as though they're really enjoying themselves. If you have a shot of the American players, the way to the world is very much on their shoulder. And there is that look I was talking about.
Go Peter.
Strike Pete Webber. It's a double. And he is holding on to the coattails of Paul Moor for Paul Moor.
Well, 10 pins is not a lot. Pete's done well to come back with that strike, make it a double. 10 pins is not a lot of difference. It just takes one errant shot from one player, and that could all turn around.
Oh, tremendous again from Paul Moor. 4 in a row. He is keeping that pressure piled on the American.
You can't catch Paul Moor if he's not going to stop striking. And he really enjoyed that one. Paul Moor, the man that shot the first 300 games.
Thank you, Cass.
Pete Webber looking for 3 in a row. Go ball.
And gets it.
Absolutely great. Well done, Peter.
Oh, this is fabulous stuff now. 3 in a row for Webber. Chasing Paul Moor, who's on 4 in a row.
Yeah, he's showing us some of the style that we've seen from this man. Look at that. Just love it. Come on, Peter. He's hanging in there with Paul Moor.
Plays in on the PBA tour.
Paul Moor steps up, looking for 5 in a row. Can he keep this streak going? That's gone wide, but it's come back, and well, that's why it's gone wide. It came back, hit the hairpin light. It's left the
Become a point.
3,
the
6,
USA
7.
do take advantage of a European slip. Can Moor pull the split off? Yes, he can! That is a fabulous shot from Paul Moor, and he makes a wonderful spare.
Well, how about that? Just a fantastic looking shot. This is, jumps that 3 pin across, hits the 7 pin, and away it goes. Great spare under pressure, and of course that puts even more pressure back on.
5 maximum now for Moor. Webber on a 2.58 if he was to strike out.
Well, first of all, he's got to get this one. Doesn't like that one, but it's right in the pocket, and it's carried all 10. That's Pete Webber and some of the body language we've seen in the past.
And look at the reaction. Brilliant from Pete Webber.
Look, he's looking to the heavens. Maybe he thought that wasn't the best shot in the world. He'll absolutely rip the wreck. Go, Peter.
And the camera didn't pan low enough. Triple H. He's taken their crotch chop to celebrate his own strike. Said he was going to do a few for us today.
Well, he gets excited and gets some strikes. Oh dear, Paul Moor, what's going on? An overreaction from the last shot. He's come inside, it's a slower ball, and that's gone high through the head pin.
He's only got himself to blame if that's the case.
Well, has he moved the all around, so he now needs to make an adjustment. Open frame for Paul Moor.
Working on 4 in a row now, Webber. Frame 8. Which Paul Moor has just bowled an open frame.
Pete will be looking to bury this ball. It's wide enough, it's coming back. It's hit thin and left the 7 pin wobbling. How about that? Just not quite good enough.
Had a look at it, but then decided up.
You've got to hit him if they want to go over, and that's got a hook, and that's missed. Oh, Pete Webber, how can you do that to us?
That is absolutely extraordinary, isn't it? Both times that Paul Moor has bowled an open frame, Webber has bowled one himself.
What a crazy game this is, and Tim won't be too happy, but he won't be as unhappy as Pete Webber.
Has failed to spare or strike in either one as well. Frame 9, Paul Moor. 4 pin difference. Closest match we've had so far, and a strike for Paul Moor. And listen to the reaction. And after that last open frame, that strike from Moor has heaped even more weight on the shoulders of Pete Webber.
Yeah, just absolutely rips that 10 in the 9th frame, so he set himself up. 10th frame roll off. Moor with the strike. Webber must get one.
And he has. Great response from Pete Webber. Well, this is as toe-to-toe as you're likely to see in bowling. This is great stuff from Pete Webber and Paul Moor, and it remains a 4-pin match at the moment.
Yeah, let's not forget, Pete's got that 4-pin lead. It may not mean very much when these guys are bowling 10 pins at a time, but Moor now stands up. He really has to make the double to put the pressure on Webber, who's also a chink in either of these bowlers' armour.
Moor going first again. It's another strike from Paul Moor. earns himself 2 more balls.
It's quite simple. What Paul Moor has done, Pete Webber has to duplicate.
If he could strike out for 221, that really would leave Webber with a lot to do. He's got another one. He has got another one.
Well, Pete knows exactly what he's going to do. He's got to shoot the first 2 strikes, at least.
I wonder how many times he's saying the words open frame in his mind. 2 chances to take advantage, Pete Webber. And if he loses this, leaves one up.
Oh dear. It's a 220 score for Paul Moor. It may not be good enough.
Well, this shot absolutely crucial now for Pete Webber.
He needs 2 strikes and 6 pins to win by a single pin. How about that? Let's just look back 1 frame to frame number 8. Pete Webber dropped the ball in the channel, bowling a 7-pin. That was the turning point, and it may be the frame that loses this for USA. But let's come back to frame number 10.
No, it's not good. Oh, but he's made it. Has the luck turned for the USA? Was disappointed with the shot the moment it left his hand, but somehow he's got a strike out of it.
He didn't like this shot and let everybody know it's slightly high through the headpin. It leaves the 9-pin solid, but he's got a messenger, and how about that? Now, take advantage of that luck, Pete Webber, and bury another one in the pocket. There's the crotch chop that upsets quite a few people in the United States. Tim Mack is on his feet. How about that? Everyone's getting carried away.
Match of Webber Cup 11 so far. Paul Moor and Pete Webber. Needs another strike here, Webber.
Hang on, Peter.
Doesn't get it.
Well, disappointment on his face. He said thank you when that stood up, so he's obviously had a word with the bowling gods. Spare for 2-1-4, the game is over, and how unfortunate that was for Pete Webber.
And unfortunate for the USA, because given those 2 open frames by Paul Moor, that was a winner.